They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. McCaffrey running up the middle. Solid stiff arm. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. The gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they're going to get this up to midfield. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, Swift. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now first and 10. Once again, it's Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Sirloin connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On the play fake, Corral. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Terrace Marshall, 29 yards. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Lions 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys have now moved out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Corral. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Corral sets up play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10, Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the half for Corral. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
16 yards. And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Slot man moves right.
19 tight.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
19 right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Fakes the handoff here. Corral. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. That was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
Again, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Corral going to sneak it. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
Again, Elder Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw, Corral. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's Corral. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Corral on second down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there.